Let's take a look how to copy a property in MYRETA. Sometimes the properties that I have in there don't include everything in the United States. So wanted the ability to be able to copy a property. So once you get to this screen, let's go to a property, let's say McKinney Avenue, and you look up the property and you can't find it. So you look a bunch of different ways, and let's say you wanted to find 1700 McKinney, and I don't think it's there, but we'll take a look and see if there's a 1700 McKinney Avenue in Dallas, Texas. I don't think so, so this will come up blank, and then we'll need to add that property. What I try to do when I copy a property is find the closest property that I can to the property you're adding, or copying, so that you'll be able to pick up a lot of the demographic information about that property. So on 1700 McKinney, I'll then back out and take a look at McKinney Avenue again, and I know there's a property at 1717 McKinney. So let's click on that property. It will bring it up, and we'll go to copy property. You copy the property. You'll name it MYRETA Test 1700 McKinney Avenue, and the square footage. If you look at general, you'll have to add class, the website if you want to, number of floors, parking ratio, just make it a multi-tenant. We'll build it in 2012, one building, property is excellent, it's not a park. If I was the owner of this or whatever, I would add this as confirmed. I type in property description down here, and I go to location. Since I copied the property across the street, it'll have the market, submarket, county, and the zip code. If it's on an avenue or street, it's on an avenue, so I'll put that on there. So you go to amenities, select the ones you like, add people to that, and technical information. It's not on a ground lease, it's a LEED Platinum, let's say. Go down to the bottom, create the property, and it'll ask you if you want to add a picture. Since we're not going to be, I'm going to delete this building, so it won't be in MYRETA. But if you had a picture of this, you could add that here. You click on yes. You would go to browse. You would find a picture that you want to add somewhere in your system. You'd click on it here, and then it would add it to your record. I'm going to cancel that. So we just have the MYRETA test now. So we've added that property. It's as simple as that. So again, the idea is on the copy property, is try to find the closest property you can. If you need to, you can go to property search here, property lookup. You can look up by zip code. You can look it up by market, main city, any way you can to get as close as you can to the property you want to add. Thanks for listening. Hope that helps.